Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. If you're new to our channel, welcome. Here at Mad About Skin, we're passionate about helping you to get the most out of your skincare. So if you haven't already, now's a fantastic time to click that link below, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and you won't miss out on any of our amazing future content. Now, today's video, we're going to be doing another one of our short, sharp, and to the point single product reviews. You guys have gone mad for these. So far, we've covered the Ordinary Peeling Solution, we've done the Inculus Retinol, we've got the Nivea TikTok sensation creme out of the way. We've recently reviewed the vitamin C tonic by Pixi. Now, these reviews don't come that frequently because I always insist on using the product for at least a week before I review it. That way you get a proper understanding of what the product does, allow it to have any effect that it's going to have, and also see some of those adverse reactions that are possible with certain products. So this product is going to be short, it's going to be sharp review on this, which is the Ordinary Lactic Acid. Now, I've been using this far longer than a week. As you can see, this bottle, it's normally like a pinky yellowy consistency. This bottle is practically empty and I'll be buying another one. So that probably gives you an indication of my thoughts of this product. But that I jump on and we'll talk and get the pros and the cons of this, the Ordinary Lactic Acid. Now, anybody that's been with this channel for more than a couple of months will know I love lactic acid. Personally, I don't need to use it. I can go for a much more robust exfoliation through the glycolic acid toners. I love the Pixi Glow Tonic. I love the 7% toning solution by The Ordinary. Glycolic acid is a much more deeper penetrated and aggressive exfoliation. Lactic acid is perfect for people with sensitive, dry or slightly irritated skin. Now the reason for that is it's a much larger molecule size. So the larger the molecule size, the less it's going to penetrate, the fewer layers it's going to go down, and the less aggressive the exfoliation is going to be. Also, some acids are by their nature hydrating. Lactic acid is a hydrating acid, glycolic acid is not. So if you are dry, if you are sensitive, or if you are totally new to exfoliation, lactic acid is a fantastic place to start, an ingredient I would definitely recommend you have in your routine. Now, if you already have an exfoliating acid, I would use either or. I don't think you want to be overloading on acids. I think you can do more damage than you can good. So that's just a bit of a caveat before we get into this. So what do I think? Well, here in the UK, this is £5.89, so £6. It's under $10 in the US. It's readily available online in both jurisdictions, which is fantastic. You know I love The Ordinary. They focus really in on the ingredient. They take out a lot of the nasties, the animal testing, a lot of the fragrance, and a lot of the colorants, and they just get down to the pure ingredient. It's easy and simple to understand, single ingredient products and formulations which you can add into your skincare routine, and lactic acid is one of them. Now, they always had a 5% lactic acid, which is what I swore by for years. Now they've also introduced a 10% lactic acid. I'm reviewing the 5%, and we'll get into the pros and cons of both down the line. So, what do I think? Well, it is a very light exfoliation. You will still get a tingle when you use it. I would definitely use it where you would normally put your exfoliation into your skincare routine. So I would normally do a cleanse, then I would use my exfoliation because I like to have a toning exfoliation, but you would use this as a second step, then put your serums on top. It's really important that acids are as close to the skin as possible and that there isn't a barrier between them and the skin from other products to get the maximum efficiency and efficacy of the product. So you use it after your cleanser. I would use it once a week. If you can tolerate it, go up to twice a week and 3 times a week. I don't think it's a product that you want to be using more than 3 times a week, but you know, there's different studies out there to show how often you should use it. But I personally wouldn't use it more than 3 times a week, particularly if you are sensitive or dry, because you don't want the exfoliation to exacerbate either of those two things. So what makes this different? Well, this is also formulated with, it's a 5% or 10%, depending on which formulation you get, of lactic acid. It also has in there 2% hyaluronic acid. Now, hyaluronic acid, everyone knows, is a humectant. It moisturizes, it draws and attracts water to the skin, so it's going to help hydrate and moisturize the skin. It's absolutely fantastic because, particularly for people with dry and sensitive skin, because often the moisture barrier in the skin is impaired, so you want to be really just pouring that moisture onto the skin. Lactic acid, moisturizing, plus the hyaluronic acid, extra moisturization. So that's a fantastic addition to this product that you don't see in other products. It's also got in here Tasmanian pepperberry. Now, they say Tasmanian pepperberry is scientifically proven to reduce inflammation, take down redness, and counteract some of the side effects which you can get with an exfoliation. Now, there are studies done which do demonstrate its effectiveness at doing that, but most of the studies are conducted by Deciem, who are obviously owners of The Ordinary. So I'd just always be a little bit careful. Read the studies yourself if you want, but I don't think there's extensive and peer-reviewed scientific studies out there to show the benefit of the Tasmanian pepperberry. However, it's a nice addition in this product that you don't get in other lactic acid products. So I think, it's a nice to have. Is it super effective at reducing inflammation and redness? I think the jury's still out. So what did I think? Well, I used this religiously for over, I think, a month as my primary exfoliation, and I loved it. It did hydrate my skin. My skin was a lot less dry after an exfoliation than with the Pixie Glow Tonic, which already has hydrants in, so it's already quite hydrating anyway. But it was definitely less dry, which is fantastic. The tingle was a lot less noticeable than, again, with the Pixie Glow Tonic or a glycolic acid toner, which shows it's much more gentler and it's less potent form of exfoliation, which I think a lot of people with sensitive or dry skin, again, would love. Did it work? Absolutely. Did it work as well as the glycolic acid? I don't think it did. And so this, I'm not shocked by. Glycolic acid is a much more penetrative exfoliant and it's a much more robust exfoliation. So I personally will be returning to a glycolic acid as my primary exfoliant. This, I wanted to test to see if it worked and to share with you the pros and cons. I think this product is perfect for people who are dry, sensitive, or perhaps have combination dry skin and are new to exfoliation and want to get into it in a gentle way. Lactic acid is your best friend. I think once you have an established exfoliation routine, I think migrating to something like glycolic acid is just preferential because you get better results from it. So I just want to caveat it with that. So the pros for me, it's fragrance free, which I think is absolutely fantastic. You do not need a fragrance in products. Glycolic acid isn't a pleasant smelling acid on its own, which is why there's often fragrances added to all glycolic acid products. So if you want a fragrance-free exfoliator, this one, perfect. It does have colorants added to it. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's a very gentle colorant. It does help you distinguish this bottle from the other bottles on the shelf when all The Ordinary do look very similar. But again, if you're sensitive to color, just be a little bit mindful of that. It's cruelty-free. Big, huge bonus for being cruelty-free. I think it's really great that you can have a cruelty-free exfoliator because they're actually quite hard to come by, but now we've got The Ordinary and we've got the Inky List, you are set. You have plenty of cruelty-free options. It works. Love the fact that it did give an exfoliation. It gave a reasonable result. Obviously not the same as with another alpha hydroxy acid such as glycolic, but it did work, which is fantastic news for those that can't use a glycolic acid. The price point, another huge pro. I mean, you're paying £6 for this. It's under $10 and it'll probably last you 2 to 3 months depending on how often you use it. That is a fantastic price point. And the final pro for me is the additive. I still want to say additives because that usually has bad connotations, but the added ingredients to this. So the hyaluronic acid, that's really unusual in a lactic acid and is a fantastic addition to really help moisturize and offset some of the dryness that you can get with an exfoliation. Also, absolutely adore the pepperberry edition. Do I think it's robust science that says it's definitely going to work? No, but am I convinced enough to give it a go? Absolutely, and I think it's a nice addition. It's not going to do any harm, and the potential benefits of it are there. So yeah, absolutely love that. And the formulation is so lightweight, it goes on, it's non-greasy, and it'll just sink into your skin, do its work, and you can put your other products on top. Absolutely fantastic. The cons for me, obviously, the colorant in there. I see why they did it. I don't think it's necessary, but you need to be aware of that if you're going to use it. And it's not as powerful as an exfoliator as a glycolic acid exfoliator. So again, I'm not going to say that's a con, because if you're seeking out a gentle exfoliator, you don't care about that. For me, then, the only real con is the colour. I think this product is fantastic. I love its formulation, I love the consistency, and I love the price point. So I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. The 1 is just for the colorant. If it didn't have colorant in, it will be another 10 out of 10 product. I'm on a roll with this. Guys, if you've seen, check them out if you haven't seen some of the other single product reviews I've done. We've had 2 10 out of 10s. We had a bit of a pass on the vitamin C tonic by Pixie, but we've had 2 10 out of 10 products, which is absolutely fantastic. And this is a 9 out of 10. So I'm on a roll looking at some great skincare. So guys, let me know in the comments below. Have you used this product? Are you going to use this product? Are you new to exfoliation and this has convinced you to try lactic acid? I'd love to know. Sound off in the comments below and let me know what you think. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're staying safe and well. Here in the UK, it is gorgeous and sunny. honestly, I think the weather gods have been shining on us for the past like 4 weeks of lockdown, because it's made it all so much more bearable, knowing that we can get out in the garden and enjoy some of the weather. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to have a haircut in the best part of like 2 months, so things are looking a bit ratchet at this end, but it's absolutely fine, because you know there's bigger things to worry about in the world. Wherever you are, guys, stay safe, stay well. I love you lots, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.